It used to pay to change jobs, but these days it doesn't.
Interesting research from the Wall Street Journal is now showing that job hopping is probably not the best strategy for you. You're going to get a job hopping tax. Your salary is actually going to go lower. I think that's actually a good thing.
Okay, y'all, guess what? If you think switching jobs is the fastest way to get a raise, y'all are in for a rude awakening, and it's about effing time.
I'd like everyone to meet our local LinkedIn dopamine dealer. No, really, that's his title on LinkedIn. Of course, it's another Josh. The dopamine dealer. He helps entrepreneurs and executives build authority, create influence, and drive high-value opportunities on LinkedIn. And I guess he's an author and speaker, like everyone else. Just one of many CEOs and serial entrepreneurs excited about this new Wall Street Journal article that came out. It's titled, "Job Seekers Hit a Wall of Salary Deflation. The salary bump that people who switch jobs used to command has vanished." And then it shows the chart here, and the job switcher still gets more money. And then down here where it says the wiggle room when it comes to salary negotiations, gone. The wiggle room is not gone. These people just don't know how to finesse. Don't go in bargaining their salary range. When they ask you how much you want to make, you say the following: well, I'm really interested in this opportunity and the responsibility, so I think I'd just like to stay right around where I'm at right now, which is your current salary plus 10, 20, 30, 40%. That way you build in a raise to an answer that doesn't require any bargaining, any negotiations really. And you look more invested in the company than in the money. That's how you finesse. That's how you negotiate salary. You don't just command more money. I was making 100 and now I want 150. Never tell them what you're making. If you want more advice like that, things to say, how to finesse, then check out my courses, Hacking the Interview and Hacking the Resume at joshuafluke.store. The link for that is down in the description. But anyways, Josh here is just one of the many top perspectives over on LinkedIn talking about this article.
Guess what? If you think switching jobs is the fastest way to get a raise, y'all are in for a rude awakening, and it's about effing time, right? Like, that game is over.
So relieved. It's about effing time. Those employees got less when they switched jobs. Oh, now they actually just have to work harder and hope I acknowledge it.
Y'all are in for a rude awakening.
Why is it a rude awakening?
I know I sound like the old dude, but I was seriously having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and guess what? The latest data is actually showing the pay gap between job hoppers and those that are staying put is at a 10-year low. Translation?
More money for me. Y'all seeing this dog tag right here? Straight off the Call of Duty's Collector's Edition.
Jumping to a new company isn't going to give you the payday it used to.
Now, if we pause for a second and look at the dopamine dealer's deals here, his experience, you can see that he's a CEO. But he's not just a regular CEO, he's the Chief Engagement Officer. But he's also a coach and consultant and also owns this website. Then I guess he was a guest writer here, and then he owned this website, and then he was the VP here. Then he owned this one and this one and this one, this one and this one. I mean, the list just goes on. So we have someone who's just been creating businesses and hopping from business to business, telling employees that the new move is to stay at one business. It's just classic LinkedIn.
Y'all, and look, I started my career at a time when if you left a job before 2 to 3 years, it was like a red flag. Companies didn't just want to look at what you could do, they looked at whether you were in it for the long haul.
Back in my day, it wasn't about what you knew or who you knew, it was who you blew.
It's all about this loyalty nonsense. And I don't think it's a good thing to go back to that because it's so subjective.
Right? Then the job market flipped. And honestly, for a while, job hopping was the power move. But now it's just another gamble.
I wonder if we asked him, well, if job hopping's just another gamble, isn't opening another business hopping, taking another chance on an idea? I don't know.
And as someone who's built 16 different businesses over the last 20 plus years, y'all, let me tell you, that's the real secret to making more money.
Yeah, that's the real secret. Be the owner of the 16 plus businesses, not the employee job hopping, hoping to keep your job. Just own the businesses, duh. No, wait, he doesn't say that.
The highest paid people aren't the ones switching jobs. They're the ones who are making themselves invaluable. The biggest opportunities don't come from chasing that next role. They come from positioning yourself as a person the company can't afford to lose.
But that's not up to you as an employee. You can position yourself however you think you are, but they can still say, no, you didn't actually meet the qualifications for the promotion, or we had record profits, but there's no budget for your promotion or raise or any. They can just keep giving you the carrot on a stick. It's subjective. If you don't own the company or 16 plus of them, like some people, then you don't control any of that.
And honestly, the real money, it's not just in jobs, it's in building skills, relationship, and leverage.
How do you get leverage as an employee? Well, you have multiple offers. You always have applications out there. That's what companies do. They have one role, many applicants. Leverage is not staying at one company, just waiting.
Like, if you're relying on hopping jobs to get ahead, y'all are already playing defense, right? Like, so...
Wait. If you're relying on job hopping, you're playing defense. So if you're proactive and having other opportunities out there, you're playing defense. So by that logic, playing offense would mean staying at your company and just hoping. That's how it works, right? It's spoken like a true CEO.
So here's the question. Like, if you can't switch jobs for a raise anymore, how are you actually going to make yourself more valuable where you're actually at already? I want to hear it, right? Drop it in the comments. Let's have a conversation because I want y'all to be able to win in this market.
I think it's pretty clear how out of touch this person is because maybe he's forgot what it's like to be an employee. But it's not up to you. If you work for someone else that has all the control, all the power, it's not up to you. You can do whatever they want. You can go to school, get the degrees, learn the skills, stay later, come in earlier. They can even put it on paper too. And they still don't have to give you more money, more anything. They'll give you more work. You can basically guarantee that. Making yourself more valuable just isn't up to you. It's going to make you look like a fool. They're just going to say, oh, suddenly they're doing a lot more. Let's see how long they keep doing that until maybe they ask for a raise. Hopefully they don't. If they do, maybe we'll give them just a little bit of something and tell them they got to do even more. That's how these companies think. That's how they work. And again, if you want more tips and tricks like that, how these people think, how to finesse them, then check out my website, joshuafluke.store. In my courses, Hacking the Resume and Hacking the Interview. There's also resume reviews where I'll go over your resume and send you a video back of everything that you should change and why. And if you don't feel like doing that, then there's custom crafted resumes where I'll go in and handcraft you a resume and send you a video back of all the changes and why. And then there's consulting if you just want to pick my brain and ask me questions. But what do you think? Let's have a conversation down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more like it. And if you have anything you'd like me to showcase on the channel, you can email me, Instagram, Discord, however you want to do it. The links for that are all down in the description as well. Having said all that, I hope everyone is doing really well, and I'll see you in the next one. These comments are hilarious. Peter Digby, thank you for sharing.
Spot on, the shift is happening. Wild stuff. Couldn't agree more. 100%. Exactly. Absolutely. Spot on. Great insights. Absolutely. Nailed it. No doubt. Amen. 100%.
Peter Digby, appreciate you taking the time. It's all about adapting to the changing landscape and focusing on long-term value. That value, we don't know. Just focus on it.